arrived at the plot today and we've had break-ins on the allotment again. Now, I'm pretty sure nothing's been taken. This is how I found it this morning. Pretty sure nothing's been taken because I don't keep anything in here that's worth anything. So they've obviously just had a rummage through my actually, where's my hammer? Okay, so looks like they've taken my hammer. But apart from that, oh god, not up there, is it? Let's put that down. Yeah, I don't keep anything in here with any value, so it's just really annoying that people have been in and rummaged through your stuff, and I'm sure there will be people on this plot who have had things of value taken. But the other thing they've done is they have stamped on one of my cabbages. It is inside the cloche, but if you can see, this is really loose here, and you're probably not going to be able to see, but there's a dirty, great muddy footprint on the netting where they've obviously stood there and stood right on my plant and killed it. Not very happy at all. Now the greenhouse is pretty empty, apart from a few celery there. There's my onions that I harvested. These are the ones that didn't have white rot, and this is how I dry them. I just put them there. Now here is a little experiment I'm doing. Now I'm aware that it's probably way too late to be doing sweet potatoes, but I found these were in my cupboard, right at the back of the cupboard, and they had started to sort of sprout a little bit. Like that one there was just like a little sprout thing. So I had to look on how to grow sweet potatoes, and basically what you do, you don't put them in the ground like normal potatoes. You put them in water. You can either put them in whole or cut them in half, which I've cut them in half, and then put them in water. Like the water you can see is about up to there, and they have to be quite warm. So I keep these in the greenhouse, and then every so often I top the water up because it goes down, or it might get really like manky, so then I change the water. But yeah, they've started growing the slips. These are called sweet potato slips, and what you do is you let them grow, and when they're sort of a bit bigger, like about that big, you pull off the slip. So I'm not going to do it now, but you would take off the slip from the potato and then put it in water by itself until it gets its own roots, and then you can plant it out. Now I think you can just plant it straight out, like take the slip off and then just plant it straight out, but I'm going to put it in water, I think, until it gets some roots and then plant it out. And they like quite sandy soil, and they like it really warm. So it might not work because I think I'm too late this year, but I'm still going to give it a go anyway, and possibly just find somewhere really warm for it, and maybe do like a makeshift greenhouse type thing, because there's no room in my greenhouse for them. But if I just find you one, right, so take this one here, out, you see there it starts growing roots. Ew, that's really manky underneath. But there, look, it starts growing roots from the bottom of the potato. Now I can't get it back in. Which way did it go? That's it. There, so that's my little sweet potato experiment. Now these two here, they haven't actually done anything yet. And these are two halves of the same. Are they two halves of the same potato? I think so. Ooh. Yeah, they haven't really done anything other than go a bit manky. So I'm not sure about them two. Oh no, there we go, look. Roots. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you updated on what happens with those. It could be a while before I can plant them out, which means obviously, you know, it's not really going to be probably warm enough, but maybe by that time, I don't know, maybe something will be coming out of the greenhouse, so I can then put them in a bed, in a greenhouse bed, and depending how far along we are in the year, make it into a heated greenhouse for them. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm definitely going to do this next year at the proper time because I really love sweet potatoes, so I'll let you know how that goes. Hello. Okay, so hope you can see me on that side. Tonight I really want some potatoes for my dinner, and I don't want to have to go and buy them, so I've decided that I am going to dig up hopefully just one of my earlies. Now these are Winston, which tend to grow quite big anyway, but they've only been in about, say, about 75 days. So I'm choosing the one, this biggest one here, which has got flowers starting there, and yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a potato reveal, but I'm a bit scared because every time I try and dig up potatoes I end up putting my fork through them, so we'll give it a go and hopefully I won't do that this time. That's a nice size. do me a meal tonight. Check you can see that. Now I haven't got one of those I haven't got one of those weighing things. Weight doesn't really bother me. If it's a meal, that's good enough for me. So the rest of them I'm going to leave in a bit longer, because with the Winston I actually like to have them when they, if you leave them they grow really big, and then they're really good for jacket potatoes, so that's what I tend to grow Winston for. There we go. Does anyone know what these are called? I've got these in my garden and I bought them last year and they're just so beautiful. I wanted to catch them quickly before they close up, because they close up at night time. But I can't remember what they're called. Look at them, absolutely gorgeous. Hello. I brought you into the greenhouse today because it's really windy again outside, and all I'm going to be doing on the plot today is just weeding, which, as you know, is really boring. So what I thought I'd do is just go through some of the channels that I watch on YouTube and that give me sort of inspiration, or I just really like. So a lot of them you'll probably already know, some of them you may not. So I've had to write them all down because I'll forget otherwise. So the first one, and this I'd probably say she's my absolute favourite, is What Vivi Did Next. You're probably all aware of her channel. And in her last video she said that she is going to be doing more videos on how she stores her products, which I'm really interested in, because last year I kind of just did it for fun really, but this year I'm going to be concentrating more on storing my food to see me through winter, so I'm really looking forward to those videos. Then we've got Sean Cameron James. If anybody doesn't know who Sean Cameron James is, well, the horticultural channel. I watched a lot of his videos last year. I think he's not quite doing as many this year, but they're still really good. Now my list has gone off my phone. Yeah, right. So we've got Muddy Boots. We all know who Muddy Boots is. I think I watch him. He's very good at. He gives me inspiration on different products to use, that sort of thing. Now I've got Dan, Home Gardens. Dan is another Essex person like me, and I found his channel when I was looking up how to grow grapevines, and he's really good. He kind of has been recently doing a few videos on how you can grow stuff if you haven't got an allotment, or if you haven't got a lot of space, things that you can grow maybe on the windowsill and stuff like that, which is really good for those who don't have the space. So if you don't know about him, check his channel out, it's really good. Got 50 Shades of Green, who I've only recently come across, and that was because I'd heard somebody else mention his channel, so I've just started to watching his channels. Mark Davidson, which one's he? He is Mark Davidson. I think this is the one with the chickens, with the little chicks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I hope I haven't got that wrong. Sorry if I have. But he's got an allotment, and he got some little chicken eggs, fertilised chicken eggs from eBay. and I think he said his next video is going to be an update on these little chicks, so I'm really looking forward to that one. I like his videos. We've got Oliver Huey North Coast Organic. I don't think he has, again that's another recent one, I don't think he has an allotment. He grows stuff in his gardens, which is quite good. And then Allotment Life. Allotment Life, I'm getting confused between all these ones now. Claire's Allotment. Now Claire's Allotment, as you probably all know, she's quite a popular one, and she actually gave up her allotment because she was moving. So she hasn't really done any videos this year, but she did say that she'll be doing videos, she'll be sort of growing in her, she's got a big garden in the new place that she's moving to, so I'm looking forward to seeing her establish that. Homegrown Veg. Now Homegrown Veg is who I actually probably started with, because before I had an allotment, I didn't really have a lot of space, or I had a garden, but it wasn't one that I could just, you know, dig up and start growing things in. So I was really interested in how to grow things in pots, which is what Homegrown Veg does. He's very informative. If anybody's just starting out, brilliant channel to go to. So Homegrown Veg. Michael Jacobs. Again, he's quite a new one, but I quite like his videos. He always seems to have a lot going on, you know. He's kind of, I don't know whether it's because he doesn't get a lot of time down there, but he's always like sort of like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, blah, 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 blah. But I just think he's really cool. I think he's really funny, and he does do sometimes when he gets the time, he lets the chickens out and stuff. And he has a dog that he brings down, so that's quite cool. Petals on the Paving Slabs. So funny, such a funny guy. And his little daughter. I really like Petals on the Paving Slabs. He just makes me laugh. Marie's Garden. Now she doesn't have an allotment, but she grows things in her garden, and she does some brilliant updates and just sort of shows you what she's doing. I really like her. So yeah, if you're looking to sort of if you don't have an allotment and you're looking to do things in your garden, then Marie's Garden's a good one to check out. And then of course Growing with Julie. Growing with Julie is another one that I've been watching since maybe last year, the year before, but obviously I caught up on all their previous videos. Same with Sean Cameron James and Claire's Allotment and Homegrown Veg. So Julie doesn't just, she's got other channels as well. I think she does painting and things like that, so that's another good one to check out. She's not doing quite as many videos on the allotment this year, but you know, if you're sort of new starting out, you can always go back and look at her previous videos, which are really good. So yeah, I just wanted to go through some of those channels. I'm sure there's more on there that I've forgotten, but they're just sort of the main ones that I really like to watch, and that's what I do when I go home from the allotment. Basically have something to eat and then sit and watch my allotment channels. That's my life basically, but you know, it's what I love to do. So while we're in the greenhouse, I'll put that down. I was just sitting here looking around, and I've noticed on my beans I actually have and I can't believe I've only just noticed this, but I've actually got beans growing on there. I'm going to take you and see if I can show you. It'd be a good opportunity to make sure that it's still recording. Actually, give me a minute while I unscrew you from the tripod. I will I'm sure I'll cut this bit out. Round and round, are you getting dizzy? Right, there we go. Let's pop that back in. Right, I'll zoom you in there. Look, I actually have beans on these. And there's more on that one. And little ones on that one. The beans in here are absolutely perfectly, let's bring you back out again, perfectly fine. The beans outside, oh god, I really think I'm actually going to probably have to do another sowing because, and believe me, it took them a while to recover. Then once they did recover, we've had those massive winds, the massive gale last week, and guess what? They're all battered about again, and the leaves are all dying and everything. So I don't know. I might just do another sowing. If I'm going to do that, I need to get on and do it pretty quick, really. But yeah. There you go. So I'm going to get on and do some weeding. I'll just give you a final view of my lovely tomatoes, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now. So relaxing. Just sitting on my chair thing in the shed, having a little tea break, listening to the birds. It's so comfortable, I could actually fall asleep. Right, let me turn you around. So I have almost finished the weeding. Well, I've done pretty much as I can bear today. It's just the potato bed and the sweet corn bed to do. I think I've done all the raised beds. Over the last couple of days I've done pretty much everything. Oh, and the 3 brassica cloches down this end. That won't take long because it's not too bad. While I was going around weeding, I noticed there's quite a few things to harvest, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and chill out for a little while, maybe do a little bit of painting before I go, and then I'll do a harvest, so I'll show you when I've done that. And I also, whilst I was weeding, done some more pinching out of all the outdoor tomatoes as well, so that's all done. Right, I'm going to drink my tea and then I'll show you my harvest. So here's my harvest. I've got some strawberries and raspberries, a few beetroot there, some turnips, radishes, potatoes and lettuce, and these are just my leeks that I've brought home to put in individual pots because they're just not growing. They've been this size for a long time. So anyway, right, that's it. I'm going to go and prepare some dinner and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.